Hey knife people, today I'll review the Strider SMF, a well-known and desired knife made by Strider Knives. This version, I don't know if they made it anymore, but we'll get into it later. So let's get into general specs. So the general length is 9 centimeters, the blade is 3.9 and the cutting part is 25 in centimeters is general length of 23 and change, no, 23 centimeters, and the blade length is around 10, but the cutting part is around 7.5 centimeters. The blade thickness is around 5 millimeters, and the overall thickness is 11 millimeters. In inches, I think that the blade thickness in inches is 0.2, I think, but the thickness is 0.4 something. I try to do it in my head because over here in Israel we use the metric system. The blade steel is changing. This one is S35VN, but you can find it in variant steel types, mostly high-end steels. The grind usually come, not usually, this one is a full flat, but you can find it also in a hollow grind, but I mostly review this one, but you can find it in hollow grind, and other grinds you can find in tanto and things like that. The weight is around 6.16 ounces, which is 180 grams. The knives that I'll review is usually made from G10 handle titanium, and with titanium, which is the locking side, and no liners inside, steel blade, and but today I think you can find those lined in aluminium, but most of the known SMFs are from G10 and titanium. I think that gives us the general specs. Now let's go into the advantage and disadvantage that I see. So first of all, size comparison. This is very important. So this is near the PM2. This is near the Kershaw blower. The PM2 and the Kershaw blower are small, medium knives. So as you see, the Strider is bigger, considered big. This is near the Buck 110, which is sort of a large knife. This is near a large knife, the Benchmade Contigo, which is around the same size, but the blade here is a bit larger, and the cutting part is significantly larger. And this is a very popular knife, the Cold Steel Code 4, which is a medium large knife. As you see, the Strider. So the Strider is relatively large to other knives. So let's go into the advantage. First of all is the ergonomics. This knife is very comfortable to hold. You have over here a very large choil or finger resting or whatever, and over here. So if you choke the knife and you did something stupid like stabbing a concrete wall, and from an angle that makes the lock fail, so your fingers may, the way you hold it and you place your finger, it may protect your finger from totally cut down, but this is very convenient to maneuver, okay, to do small cuts and stuff like that. Now it's the surface here is not too much aggressive, so it's very nice, and over here is totally smooth, so you don't it doesn't eat your pocket, but it has other issues, but we'll get to that later. And you have over here a thick part, so it's very ergonomic. I like it. It feels right. I can't define it way better. Some people say that it's not, but most people very like, and I think it's the design of this knife is a very strong element and one of its biggest advantages, and we'll get to that later. Now the tip is very strong. As you see, you have over here a thick tip. You have even thicker tip if you take the hollow grind version. And just for a comparison, let's compare it to PM2 tip, okay? So you see. So this knife definitely can have advantage over here. I don't say that you should pry with it, but it's meant to be a military use, abuse style of knife, a very simple construction. So a strong tip is also advantage over here. The opening, closing, overall action is very good. It's well made. Just I missed one, but most of the time it's working well. I have over here two more Striders. I have over here the military version, and it's open very nice. And over here I have another one. So I used the Strider SMF for many years, so I have an experience not just for this review, but a long experience with that knife. So the action is a very strong part. Sometimes if you get a new one, this one I got new, it takes time to break in, but it's very good. So this is good. The knife is easy to maintenance, and also the warranty. As far as I know, the warranty is very good. Sort of something happened, you ship it to them with I think something like $20 or $25, or I don't remember, but they fix it and ship it back to you without too much fuss and fuss. But you don't need to you just don't pimp your knife or modify it. That's it. You can assemble and disassemble it as far as I know, but other than that, so the warranty is great. Now it's a very easy knife to maintain. It's very simple construction, a simple iron lock, but the pieces are very large. You have over here sort of a T10. You can use LN, or you can use forgot Torx. Over here it's T8. Over here is it's not a proprietary tool. I forgot its name, spanner tool or something like that. Very easy to assemble and disassemble. Really easy knife to maintain, to clean, I really like it, and it's important because if this is a hard use knife, it's an important aspect, the maintenance over here. Now, when you carry it in the pocket, I have a controversial, I don't know, approach to the pocket clip, but over here, if you take it as, I don't know, if you work in construction or in the military or stuff like that, and this knife is designed to use bare hands and gloved, you don't have a deep carry, but you have this part that sticks out. Now, this part that sticks out from a pants and you have a lot of gear or gloves makes it easy just to pinch it and pull it out. Okay, so this is sort of an advantage if I refer it to the purpose of this knife, or what I think Strider meant this knife to the people that will use it. Also, the design of the jimping. The jimping here is sort of a big jimp, you know, not tight and crowded like the Spyderco here, okay, which is it will cut your skin, but maybe glove will, it might cut here, but it is a very aggressive jimping, large, that can cut to glove the handles. There is an overstop travel, which is I think it's a good thing always. I like to see that in knives, and I think it's a big advantage. Now the fit and finish is fine, it's okay. Over here you see they chamfered a lot of the areas that come in touch with your hands, if you bare hand or not. You can see it over here too, or over here. Everything is in spot. I don't see any issues in over here, fit and finish, or over here. The general fit and finish is fine. It might have a rough look or simple look, but the fit and finish is really, it's very good. You can see also on the blade that the fit and finish is the blade geometry and everything is very good. Now you see this knife also have a sort of a strong construction. Sometimes you find knives that have, I don't know, a screw here and screw here, like I think the Sienkiewicz, I have 2 screws here or something, the ZT0452. And if you have this knife, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws and big T8, T10 screws. This is a very strong construction. Now let's go to the cons or things that I think that need to be improved. Well, first of all, this knife is very pricey. A new one, and I know that they come out now a bit different, but a new cost around $500, and in the secondary market, second later after you bought it, it goes for 650 or something like that. Now that is a lot of money for this knife, and this knife is not something that excels in exotic materials, and some people may think this as a disadvantage. Now this knife excels in design and concept, but $500 is a lot of money for this knife. The pocket clip, I don't like it. You see this part here? If you put it in every jeans or working pants or something like that, the pocket edge got stuck here, and you need just to pull it until it goes out. It's always swollen in this area, and it's very annoying. I don't know, I think they should find other solution to the pocket clip, but if they made this pocket clip in purpose just to be easy access to some people, so maybe they can offer alternative pocket clip, maybe, I don't know, or it is what it is. Well, the fit and finish is okay, except for one area that I see that is a lot of people complain it, and I see it also in all the knives. Over here it's a bit sharp. Some people say it's over here too, but I don't feel it. I don't know, it's not too much, but over here it's a bit sharp. So I don't know, everything here is okay, or okay. Even here in the lock face, everything is okay, but here it's sharp. In all of the knives, it's funny. Well, something that I see in all of his knives, that this linear hole, in this one you just almost don't see it, but the blade is reaching inside this linear hole, which beyond my understanding why this is happening. I don't understand. Maybe I'm missing something, but either fix it or just don't do a hole, because if you put something inside, it will cut it. Over here you see a slight improvement, but still I don't get it. I really don't get it. Now the blade grind is good for what it's supposed to do, which is a hard use knife. I mean, it will cut tough rubber and stuff like that, hard materials, and you can also, if you may need, pry with it, which is also not prying to, it's not recommended to pry with a knife, but you can do that. In the hollow grind version, you have this area which interacts with a dense material. It has an advantage in the hollow grind at the start, because it's thinner and the grind is better at this part, but over here it starts to get tough. I cut a rubber tube with it, and it was easier with those. Less friction, so it's something to know. I think I cover it. I see if I have something that I forgot. No. So let's go into the bottom line. So the bottom line, you see here a very strong and durable knife, simple design, easy to use, easy to maintenance. It's a good tool. The weight is fine. The pocket place that this knife takes, it takes you room in the pocket. People will notice you if you pull this out, or if you take it. It's not a classic on gentleman folder. It's not something to cut an apple during I don't know, in the university. It's not your gentle small gentleman folder. This is a big tool, working tool. So it's designed like that, and well designed, very ergonomic. The grind is fine. It's supposed to help you with different challenges during the day, and continue cutting. This tool is supposed to be reliable and easy to maintenance, as I mentioned 8 times. So I can say that the price is not for everyone. Okay, if you want something to cut, something simple, you can take this Kershaw blower. This one is in M4. It will do it. It's okay. So if someone will tell me, look, I want something for my everyday task to cut, and okay, what's your budget? I wouldn't recommend him a Strider. okay? It's an expensive knife, it's not for everyone, okay? So if you want something as a tool, something simple, not too big, so you can find in the knife competition more cheaper options, okay? And also, if you knife enthusiast and you like to pay big bucks for stuff like that, this is a beautiful re-out with marbled carbon fiber and Damascus color and integral titanium handle, and you say, okay, it's $500, I get it. And some people say, hey, it's $500, it's only G10 titanium and blade. So you don't pay for the materials over here. Also, you pay for the wrap, of course, and the hype, of course. You can't ignore it because there is a huge demand of this knife. But you also pay for a very good design, and maybe there is a demand because it's a good tool. And if it's a good tool and you're willing to pay the price and looking for something durable with good warranty, well made, then I would say buy one, cry once. Buy once, cry once. Buy it, take it. I would be more than happy to see those goes for $300, which will be available more. But it is what it is, as I said before. So I could say that the bottom line, this knife is recommended for someone who's looking a good tool, reliable tool, and it is not an issue for him to spend $500. If you're looking for something cheaper, there are better options that will give you similar functionality with less price. But sometimes we don't do all our choices only by cold mathematics and numbers. We like to see the other stuff, the advantage that you can't calculate in numbers. Okay, so in this one, it's rather, I think it's the reputation that the knife have and the availability, which is not as available, and it is a well-designed working tool. So that's it. I hope that it helps someone and you enjoyed this review, and have a great day. Bye.